Hey, it's IdkWhatsRc and this is a Let's Play video of a game I'm currently making on RPG Maker. So let's create a new game. So first of all, you will start off in the little village. It's not really important. And before actually starting this Let's Play, I want to tell you that this is only a demo, combat beta. So it's not a full game. Actually, in this demo, there is only the 21st level and there is absolutely no storyline. It's simply you killing monster and having a really bad quest. But anyway, it's not the point of the game to actually have a good storyline. It's to test the combat system. So yeah, I will put the download link in the description if you want to test it yourself and send me some feedback about what is good, what is bad, what is overpowered, what is underpowered, and things like that. So first of all, you start up in this little village. Your goal, I will tell you, is to go north to this little door. But as the Holman says, it's too dangerous to go there. You need to find the summoning charms. Why? There is no really, there is no reason for that. It's, like I said earlier, it's simply just to test the combat. I've just added a random quest with it, so it's less boring. So there are a lot of different people right there. So for example, this one will tell me to set my passive. So passives are really important in this game, and you really need to set them before actually starting to fight monsters. So to set them, you will press the X button, go into the skills, and you have two characters. The first one is a melee character, so he's able to tank a lot, and yeah. And this one is a mage. Well, she is a mage, so she can attack many monsters at the same time from afar, but don't ask her to actually tank it. She's really bad at it. So to set the passive, you simply click the skill, and as you can see, there are three passive for the melee character. The first one is, well, actually you can set them, is the offensive passive. So I have four choices, actually five. You can either choose Sharp Blade, Berserker, Pre-Imbue, More, Survival, or First Strike. I won't really explain them right now in this video, but if you open the notepad that comes with the game, there will be all the different passive where their effect. So for example, I think I will go for probably Berserker, so it will boost my attack by 20% but reduce my defense by 30%. I will also choose a defensive one, and I will probably go for I guess I will go for simply tanks, so it simply boosts my HP and my overall defense by 2%. There is also the progression passive, so it's either great for more magic fight or power training, so 5% more experience. But anyway, there is no farming in this game, there is no shop, there is no trade, so power training will be better. Of course, in the real game, there will be shops, there will be trading, gold will have importance, gold piece, GP. But yeah, this is only the demo, so there is absolutely nothing of that. So once the passive are set for the melee character, I can move on to the mage passives. So first of all, you can have familiar, so you can choose what type it is. For example, ice. Then I can choose, for example, the regeneration passive. So regeneration, it's 5 per turn, so you heal 5 HP per turn. Fast healing after the battle. Each step you do, you will regenerate HP more than usual. Periodic, you have 10% chance of healing 75%, and finally HP boost. Personally, I will go for regeneration. I don't really have like the luck factor of periodic healing. Then there is the offensive one, the power passive, untouchable. So when you have full HP, you deals a lot of damage. Personally, I will go for I think I will go for overcharge. So basically, it boosts your attack, but every time you attack, you have a 50 HP recoil. So yeah. Then, well, if you want the full description with all the strategic aspect, like I said earlier, check the notepad. For the strike passive, I will probably go for long range, so I can cast strike from afar. For the bolt, I will also go for healing bolts, because I like my bolts to not hit different people. For the meteor, I will go for smart bomb, so when I actually hit my allies, they won't actually be hurt. For the walls, I will go for I guess simply for the walls. I will be like a safe spotter, because with for the wall you can be way far from the enemy and simply cast them from afar, like it says. And for the familiar, I will add death bonus, so when my familiar is dead, it will actually do something. It will boost my attack by 4%. So once the passive are set, I can move on to the other customization of my game, and it's the spell book. So it's very important to set your spells before actually starting to battle monsters, because right now your mage has no spells. So the system is that you have a certain amount of unlocked plans. So right now I have 5 unlocked plans, and I can have up to 3 spells learned at the same time. So for example, I want to unlock a Thunder Strike, so I will simply click on it, I will unlock it, will use the unlock plans, but it's not learned yet. Now I can click on it and learn the spell. So now I'll be able to cast Thunder Strike. So now I would like to, I don't know, unlock Firebolt, and then I simply click on it and I have Firebolt. And finally I will probably go for Ice Meteor. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I can also unlock 2 more spells, but I won't be actually able to use it. For example, Earth Wall, I can unlock it, but if I try to learn it, it will say that I have the maximum amount. But I could forget, for example, the Ice Meteor and then learn the Earth Wall. But I won't do that right now. Eventually, with higher level, you will be able to unlock more spells, have more plans, learn more spells. So there is a lot of customization there. After that, you need to select your mastery. So there are 6 different weapons, and there are 3 with 1 end, there are 3 with 2 ends. So the main difference is that with 1 end you cannot have a shield, and you can only attack 1 monster at a time. But it has more damage, and you have more defense. And with the 2 ends you can attack multiple monster, I meant. So you can attack multiple, but you don't have a shield, and you deal less damage. But overall, if they are 2 monsters, it will be better with 2 hands. Personally, I think I will go for I could go for example, the longsword. So the longsword is a crush weapon, and I could go also for 2 hand with the spear. So I will show that later in the video what they do exactly. But yeah, so I will explain that later. So when this is done, I can go for the elemental mastery books. So I can actually master an element. So for example, I will master thunder. So I have I have 10% chance of actually paralyzing the enemy with a thunder attack. So this is very useful. That's why I chose Thunder Strike. And I have also another one. I could also choose thunder once again to have, I think it's 12% chance of paralyzing. But instead I will go for fire. So fire simply boosts the amount of damage you do. Well, so now I think it's 7% more damage with fire spells, and that's why I chose Firebolt. There is also the basic strike, so it costs absolutely no magic points, but it's kind of cheap and has no element. So yeah, I guess I'm ready to. Oh yeah, and the last thing, don't forget to talk with the guy. I think, yeah, right. Oops. Right here. So if you talk with this guy, it will give you a lot of weapons, all the different weapons. So it will be very useful if you want to actually use the weapon swap, like I will show later. So let's equip a few things. So I guess I will use my longsword, because that's one of the things I have a mastery in. So because of my mastery, well, actually right now you cannot see it, but in battle you will be yeah, right there. There is the longsword mastery one, so it will deal a lot of damage, but only if I have a longsword. So if I have, for example, a spear, I won't be able to use this mastery. Instead, it will be sword mastery 1. And if I have, for example, a warhammer, I have no mastery in it, then it will only have the warhammer attack, regular attack. So yeah, I guess I'm ready to go now. Oh yeah, and before, of course, it's a let's play, so there are many charms. My goal in this little demo is to collect charms. It's my quest. So of course I will show the location of the hidden charms. For example, there is one right here. You cannot see it, but there is a charm right there. So yeah, it's a hidden one. Some of them are really well hidden, and yeah, so that's 1 out of, I don't know the amount, but it's not really important. And a very important thing if you want to play my game is to save very, very often. So every time you kill a monster, you save. Every time you change something, you save. Because there are still a lot of bugs. Usually it's not major bugs, but be safe. Simply save every time you do something in particular. So yeah, I guess I'm ready to go and fight monsters now. Okay, so I will go down right there and face the first monsters of the game. So right now in the map there are 2 monsters. So they are randomly generated. There are 27 monsters actually. In this demo, I think I've removed the dragon because they are kind of overpowered. And yeah, I don't want people to simply rage quit because they face a monster that are like the dragons. But if you come too close to them, you will actually fight them. So there are 4 different bats, which each different colors. Sometimes the colors are randomly generated. Well, it's not only the colors, it's their elements. So for example, this bat right there, right here, is a fire bat. So if I attack him with water spell, it will deal more damage than, for example, an ice spell. So if you talk with one of the guy in the village, it will tell you everything you need to know about the elements. So I have 4 spells that I can use. There is the water, the meteor. As you can see, it attacks a lot of different monsters, so it's kind of useful to hit a lot of monsters at the same time. But it costs a lot of mana. There is the bolts. So basically it's a smaller area of effect, but it's more efficient. It has a base power of 80, while the meteor is 75. It's not a big difference, but the main difference is in the mana. There is also the strike, so it's only 1 monster that you attack, but it's a full power, so 100. And finally the basic strike, which is you simply use that if you have absolutely nothing, no magic point left. So I guess I will go for probably, let's say, the thunder strike on this one right there. So it deals a lot of damage because it's water. Yeah. Because of my passive overcharge, I lost 50, but because of my regeneration, I gained 5. So that's why I lost only 45 HP. So yeah, the bats are flying people, so they can actually walk on, like, fly on the mountains. So now there is Rolf, which is my main character. So I know that the bats are weak to, oh fuck. Anyway, so I know that the bats are weak to crush. So I'll use, for example, my longsword mastery, hit this guy and deals a lot of damage. He is dead. So I gained I killed a level 1 bat, which isn't really amazing, but anyway. So there isn't a lot of strategy at the beginning because they are simply bad monsters, especially if they are bats. So as you can see right there, there is also my familiar, my ice familiar, like I've said earlier, that can be kind of useful, but he is really weak. Actually, he is only there to tank hits. So now I know that those monsters are close to each other, so I will use my firebolt to hit both monsters at the same time. As you can see, it will deal more damage to the electric one than the fire one, because the fire one has resistance against fire. So yeah, it will actually use a drain attack because it's a bat. So each monster has 4 different attacks. The bat, one of them is to actually leech your life. I will probably go for a regular, no, never mind. I will go for a longsword mastery to actually kill this one. Fuck. And yeah, there's another one right there. It shouldn't be really hard, especially against bats at the beginning. So yeah, let's simply end this battle. I think I will go for once again the firebolt, and then it's my turn with this one. So I can go there. I could use my longsword mastery, but there is also a spell called weapon swap. So it's a very useful spell. It will simply change the weapon you have. So I will change it for the weapon called Warhammer, because I know that the Warhammer is a crush attack, so it will deal extra damage against the bats. But the most important part is that it has an area of effect. So if I attack this monster, it will also attack the monster next to him. So as you can see, I managed to kill them. He only has 10 HP left, so it's not a big deal. He will actually use a drain attack, so he has more HP. I cannot use the strike spell because he is too close to me. Of course, if I had chosen the passive close combat, then I could use this spell. Instead, I will simply go for the basic strike and kill him easily without spending magic point. So yeah, I kind of fucked the the drop rates because I don't want people to actually farms and spend time on farming. So yeah, you have a very high chance of finding things. Also, when you level up, I will give you tons of items. Really tons of items, so you can simply change your item. So for example, I will switch for a Warhammer level 2. For the shield, I cannot have a shield. I will simply do it really quickly. So each element, well, not element of your armor, I don't know if it's called that way, they have an importance. For example, the wooden shield is average, so it's average stats. If I go for the tribal shield, so it's more special defense, less defense. If I go for the square shield, it's more defense, less special defense. And if I go for the kite shield, it's even more defense, but even less special defense. So it's all about balance. So if I chose, for example, the mystic shield, then I will have to actually adapt myself and maybe go for the iron body to have a good defense. And for the head, one of the points is to always have about the same defense and special defense. Of course, if you want to battle a certain monster, a boss, for example, you know it's a dragon, and you use a lot of fire breath weapons, and you need a lot of special defense, then instead of equipping, for example, a full helm, you will go for the mystic hat that has a lot more special defense but a lot less defense overall. Nope. So anyway, I will simply do it really quickly. The same thing is for the ring. So there are different rings. I will go, for example, ring of defense, because I know that this character doesn't have a lot of defense, especially with overcharge. So yeah, as you can see, right there I have 646 HP right now with my mage character, but every time I do a step, it will heal me by a certain amount. Of course, if I have fast healing, the passive, I will heal more HP than usual. So I'll go to the next map. So this is the water map. I'll try to not be hit by a monster, but as you can see right there, there was a randomly generated monster, because every time you do a step, it's like in Pokemon, there is a chance that you will fight monster randomly. So if I check right there, there is the Taurus. He's really strong, has a lot of HP, not a lot of defense, and his main attack is to actually don't really know how to call it, but it's a knockback. So if he attacks you, you will move a step forward or backwards, and he only has 50% chance to actually manage to hit you, but when he hits you, you get hurt a lot. There is also the werewolf, so a lot of power, so you don't want to be hit by him, but he can only move 2 steps to square every time. And there is the death, which is probably one of my favorite. So one of his attack is called blackout. You will probably see it in the video. It will be easier to see. So I guess I will start. So right there is a 2 waters monster and 1 thunder. There is this another important thing to consider. The werewolf is weak to stab, I think. The Taurus, I have no idea, and yeah, I don't really know. Of course, with time and I have the database, so I couldn't check there. But I think I will imbue my weapon. So yeah, that's another spell for the warrior that is very useful for the combat. So I know that this combat will last a few rounds. So I will actually imbue my weapon with so they are water. So I will use thunder. So now my weapon is imbued with thunder. So every time I will strike with my warhammer, it will deal thunder damage. This can be really good. So one of the key part right there is to kill the werewolf. He is really weak against magic attacks. So if I have to choose, like I will use my mage to deal damage to the werewolf, and I will use my melee character to deal damage to the other one because it's regular damage. So this one I need to hit very hard on this monster. I don't have hurt spells, so that's kind of sad. And I cannot simply use Thunder Strike because he is Thunder, so yeah, not that efficient. I guess I will go for actually Ice Meteor simply there, and it will deal damage to the 3 monsters at the same time. Not really useful to kill the werewolf, but anyway, it's better than nothing. I will rest. This one, I guess I will go simply there and use my Warhammer with Thunder. Won't actually deal a lot of damage. As you can see, it's not really that amazing because the werewolf is really strong against melee attacks. So now this monster, the Death, one of my favorite, use the Blackout spell. So Blackout is a very special spell. Basically, it will turn your screen black. So yeah, in the video it's kind of just annoying, but yeah, I don't know if you can see. Personally, I can see a few things, but the main point of that is that you cannot, if you have a bad memory, you cannot remember what typing are the monster. For example, personally, I remember that the werewolf is thunder, and the two others are water. So yeah, I really need to kill the werewolf now because, as you can see with my melee character, it doesn't do shit. So yeah, I think I will attack right there, attack the 4 different monsters. I have the passive Smart Bomb, so I hit my wolf character, the melee one, but because of Smart Bomb, it doesn't deal damage to him. So it doesn't matter if I hit my allies or not. So now my familiar is dead, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, I guess I will use, there is a monster right there, and another one right there. So the 2 monsters are kind of close to each other. So if I move there and I use my Warhammer on myself, it will deal damage to the 2 monsters. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see, I know, but yeah. And yeah, a good thing about the werewolf, he deals a lot of damage. He is very resistant, but he can only move 2 steps back every time. So you really need to stay away from him, and you should be fine. So we'll once again use the Ice Strike. It's kind of overall good because there are still 3 monsters, so it's better than simply using Firebolt on 2 monsters. So right there, the Taurus managed to attack me, so I move back a little bit and deals a lot of damage. I was kind of unlucky. I think the Death is dead. There is a Taurus with still a lot of HP. We'll use my Warhammer on him. I cannot really remember what's the weakness of oh, finally, the Blackout is done. It's only 3 turns. So yeah, the Death is dead. There is still the Taurus that I could kill probably very easily with my mage, but I want to use my mage to actually kill the freaking werewolf. We'll go for the Fire Strike. It deals more damage than the Meteor, but it only deals damage in a small area of effect. And now let's simply kill this one. Yeah, it still has a little bit of HP, so the next hit it should die. Only 8 HP left. He is dead. I killed the level 2 one, and then I will simply use a regular attack on him, and he is dead. So now I managed to find a lot of things, like I said earlier. I kind of fucked things up. Yeah, so there is still a random monster right there. I will probably save, like I said earlier, you need to save very often in this game. So now I'm level 6, so of course I got many tons of items. If you want to get rid of those items, you need to use the trash can. So yeah, there is no special way to do it. So instead of simply coding everything to remove the weapons, I simply put a shop that you can sell items to it. So yeah, there is no, what to call it, there is no money. Money isn't important in this game, so it's simply to get rid of too many items. So simply sell the level 1 things, level 2. Shouldn't be very long. So yeah, of course in the real game money will have an importance. so I won't actually give out every items. And in the real game, you will need to kill monster to get the item. Each monster will drop a certain item. So yeah, if you want, for example, to have a square shield, then you will want to fight, I don't really know if it's exactly this, but you will want to fight bees. So every time you will find a bee, then you will want to battle him because you will have a chance to get a square shield if you want one. But if you want to have a wooden shield, for example, because, I don't know, you have a leather plate body and you want to stay balanced and the wooden shield is balanced, and you want to kill bats because they drop wooden shield. But anyway, let's just sell a few things. Yeah, let's say that way. A very important thing is to always upgrade your skills. So for example, now I can have 2 more spells at the same time, and I have 5 unlock points. So one of the spell I want to unlock is let's say the hurt wall. Very important to have a hurt. And probably bowl. Maybe go for a water wall like this. I could also unlock 4 more skills. For example, I don't like firewall, then I could remove it and change it for yeah, we'll keep it, but I could change it for another thing by using unlock points. Will also boost my mastery. Never mind, I'm not high level enough for that. Instead, I will boost my elemental mastery. Yes, I can. I think I will go for ice. So with ice, it will decrease the amount of the attack level of the monster. I have 25% chance of that happening, and it will also boost by 5% the ice damage. So one of the hidden charm is right there. Oh my god, the Taurus. So there was a charm right here. I will go to the next map, and don't forget to save very often. So this is like the thunder place. I will simply pick up the charm right here. Could also try to fight the Aqua Knight, for example. The last boss of this level is level 10, so sorry for that. So yeah, the last boss is a virtual level of 10, so you will need to be at least level 20 if you want to be able to be good against him. So I cannot really remember if I switch. Oh shit, I still have my level 2 weapons, so it won't deal a lot of damage. So the Aqua Knight is another monster. Yeah, from RuneScape. They don't really look alike, but anyway. So one of the annoying part about them is that they can heal themselves. So they have a spell that will heal the whole party. So usually when it's random and there is, for example, 1 Taurus, 1 Werewolf, and 1 Aqua Knight, you want to kill the Aqua Knight right away so it doesn't heal the party. But now it's not the case. So there are 2 hurt, and the weakness of hurt is ice. So by using the spell right here, right here, anyway I have Smart Bomb, so it doesn't really matter. It will deal 200 damage to each of them, so it's really efficient. But as you can see, it deals nearly nothing to the fire monster because he is resistant to ice. And thanks to my ice mastery, I managed to lower the attack of the different monster. I don't know if you can actually see it right here. Not really. Oh yeah, right there. If you check there in the status, there is an ice icon. So this means that the attack of this monster is lower than usual. I don't really remember the amount. If you're only level 1 mastery, I think it's like 5% less. But anyway, it's not really important. But yeah, if you want to use a lot of ice, you want to actually increase your ice mastery, so it happens more often and it's more powerful. So I know that the Aqua Knight are weak to crush, I think. So yeah, I guess I will keep my Warhammer. I should probably upgrade my mastering Warhammer ring. I don't really know if it's called that way. So I could go here. I could also imbue my weapon with ice. So when I attack the hurt Aqua Knight, it will deal more damage. But anyway, they will probably die very soon. I managed to be able to attack them and by 200 with one single attack. So yeah, the Aquanite, another attack of them is to lower your own defense. So when they attack you, you are attacked more. So there is also my Ice Familiar that will deal a lot of damage to them because he is ice. Yeah, that's pretty much it right now. So yeah, we'll use this one, the Water Meteor. Nah, I think I will stick with the. Yeah, could use. Let's see this attack because it will deal extra damage against the fire monster, so he will actually dies. And I can use this one right here to simply kill this one because I know he is low HP. So. I guess I will simply kill them very easily. There is still this one right here. He only has, yeah, he still has a lot of HP left, so I'll have to use a lot of magic points with my Ice Meteor. But now he is dead, I can wait. But as you can see, I deal a lot of damage because I have the passive overcharge. But it costs me a lot of HP every round. So this one is still full HP. I could use Imbue to deal more damage to him, but I will lose a turn. Instead, I can use a weapon swap. Because the good thing about the Warhammer is that it can attack multiple players, but now I only have to fight one monster. So it would be more efficient to actually use a one-end weapon, because one-end weapon deal more damage, but only to one monster. And I have the mastery, so I won't actually lose a turn, and it will probably deal as much damage as a Warhammer with an Imbue would do. So now my Ice Familiar deals a little bit of damage, so he is high, so I could use my Firebolt, and I should probably be able to kill him. I think I'm too far away though. Yeah, I'm too far away. Could use Thunderstrike, I'm still too far. Yeah, the hurt walls, one of the mastery I chose is firewall. So as you can see, you can go very, very far. So instead of moving there, I could have moved like here, and I could have hit the monster with a very far attack, but I didn't think of that. So yeah, but I could also simply use Ice Meteor. It's not really efficient because he is white, ice. But anyway, it's better than nothing, and simply use my Rolf and kill him with a mastery one. So yeah, the Aquanite are dead. I'm now level 8, so I will have a new set of items that I can equip. So I won't actually forget to equip them this time. So I have staff level 4. I will equip, for example, a wooden shield. I will be balanced in this game. So yeah, the letter and the ring of balance level 4. And for the other character, I could go. Nah. We'll go balance. Well, for this character, I cannot really go balance because I use the balance equipment for my mage, and probably use a strength ring. Oh yeah, and don't forget to equip a shield. I really like the mystic shield. So yeah, and don't forget to save all the time. Okay, so when I was actually ending this clip, I was hit by larva, so I need to fight larva now. So there are 4 of them. Two of them are thunder, I think. There is also ice one and a fire one. So the interesting part about the larva is that they only have one attack, and it's called it's a bomb. So basically, the larva will explode and deals a lot of damage, but he needs to prepare the attack first. So you don't want to be actually hit by them, because once they have prepared the attack, they will explode and really easily kill you. So the key part is to actually safe spot them. So even if I have a melee character, I will go far away, so I don't actually have my familiar that will be simply dumb enough to be hit by them, but they really have a very low HP count. So I think that by simply using a attack right there, I will. So yeah, they're really easy to kill, but yeah, you don't want them to trigger their bombs because you will die very easily. I can tell you that. I've put the maximum amount of damage you can do in one. I guess I will simply go for so this one is thunder. Could go for earth. So the walls, what it does is that it will eat all the monsters in a straight line, and it deals a lot of damage. So it's not only a strike, but for multiple monster, but they need to be all lined up, and I can, yeah, that's it. They are a little passive, so the reason why it's so far away, so it's a very long line, is because of the passive for the walls. So there are a charm there, also another charm there. I'm too lazy to actually fight the Taurus and Aquanite. There is the fire one here. So this place for the walls, it's, well, I will actually show them to you. If I fight the mosquito, for example. So this is the best place. Oh, fuck. Never mind. So the mosquito can fly, so that I don't have to use a bridge. But usually the monster must use the bridge to actually reach you. So you put, for example, your melee character right here, and it will block the different monster, and all the different monster will be all lined up. So with your earth walls, you can hit all of them all at once to deal a lot of damage. So mosquito doesn't have a lot of HP, only 100, so they are really weak, but they have a very high chance of avoiding your attacks, so they can be really annoying. So yeah, but sometimes I'm lucky. So, and I think that I could simply use a ice meteor and simply kill them all very fast. Yep. Oh no, this one is ice, so managed to resist my attack, but no. I'll wait. Shouldn't be very long. I would use like the regular basic strike to kill him. I found something. Woohoo! So I'm level 12, so I will have a lot of new weapons. So I think level 12, it's level 6 things. So yeah, I should probably do the big cleanup of things. So we'll equip. I guess I could go for the spear. Level 6 leather. No, that's level 3. The balance, and for the other player, a level 6 staff. So he doesn't have a lot of different weapons, but anyway, he used spells. There is tons of customization with spells. And finally, this one, the defense ring. I will do a little pause and use the trash can to sell. Okay, I've managed to sell all those items, but I need to not forget to upgrade also my my spellbook and things like that. So right now I can have one more current spells. So one of the things I would like to have, especially because I'm in a fireplace, is to unlock water bolt. So now I have this spell unlocked. There is a monster that will soon be on me. I think I will try to avoid. Well, actually I was kind of stuck, but that way I could show you the wall, why it's so good. So right there is my familiar that will act as a wall against the monster. So there is my earth wall. I think I could probably hit. Nope. But water. Oh yeah. I can use my water spell to actually deals a lot of damage to everyone, especially because they are fire. But I want to show you the wall if I actually manage to. Oh no, they are flying too. Oh shit. I'm really dumb sometimes. Yeah, I have like 5 different monsters that can fly. 2 of them are dragons. There is like. Anyway. So I know that those are really weak to what's called, to crush. But anyway, I'm too lazy to switch weapon and they will die one hit anyway. This one is an ice bath, so it shouldn't deal a lot of damage to my my ice familiar, then I will simply use water meteor to kill them all. I think fire one for sure. So yeah, with this combination I could shit, I think I'm too far away. That sucks. Even with my long sword mastery I cannot hit the monster, they are too far away. I could, never mind. I guess I'll have to wait, or this is the good point about weapon imbue, is that when you have nothing to attack, you can use water imbue to actually select something. I chose something random because anyway they will all be killed one. When you cannot reach a monster, instead of simply wasting a round. Well, for example, right there, I would go here. So with the spell hurt attack, I can actually deal damage to him, and it was a thunder monster, so with my hurt wall it deals extra damage. So yeah, the firewall passive is kind of useful for a situation like this. So right now the monster is too far away to be reached, but I know that with not this attack, with weapon swap, I know that the spear can attack 3 steps away, I think. So if I use my spear mastery, I can kill my own familiar. It's not really important, but I can deal damage to him. Usually I wouldn't be able, but with weapon swap I managed to do it. Now he is simply way too far. He's kind of abusing his flying abilities, but anyway he will have to come back. Oh, right there, I can't attack him usually, but I can be very far and use my hurt wall to deal damage to him and kill him. So I found tons of things, like I said earlier. I'm now level 14, so yeah. There is a charm right there in the top screen. Now I have 30 charm. I got all the charm actually, so I can go fight the boss. I'm still kind of too weak to fight. Well, actually I could try to fight him. I will obviously save before doing so and equip the right things. So I think, yeah, I'm very impressed. Managed to get all the charms, so I can now go there, save. So now the strategy against the boss. So there will be one big boss that I will have to kill. So I will need to change my passives, of course. So instead of boosting the attack, I don't want the battle to be faster. I just want to manage to kill him, especially because of my low level. I know that the monster, well, you won't know, but it will be how it's called. It's a dragon, fire dragon. I know that. So I will use my pre-imbue skill to pre-imbue my my spear. Actually, I won't go for a spear. I know that the dragon are weak to stab, so I need a stab weapon. And instead of using a spear, I will use a dagger. So level don't have any other daggers. Oh shit. Okay, so with a little bit of magic, I managed to get a dagger. Right, actually I cannot really see it right now, but I managed to get a dagger level 6. Yeah, it's kind of magic. Yeah, the reason why I didn't have my dagger is because my inventory was too full, and when I leveled up, I didn't get the dagger. But don't worry, with the game I will put in the description, I will add something so that you don't have to sell all those things. So yeah, you shouldn't have this problem yourself. So yeah, so I have the pre-imbue, so I will change my passive. So now I have pre-imbue. We'll cast pre-imbue water. So yeah, now I have a dagger with water. I think it should be that way. So yeah, dagger water. So right there I saved a turn because I won't have to use it. Then my passive I could probably change for I guess I will stay with the tank. Actually I will switch for endurance. Boost by 1% my attack every round. I really think it will last a lot of turns to kill that monster. Power leveling, it doesn't really matter. For this character, I know that the monster will be fire, so I will go for ice. No, not ice. Wait. I meant water. A water familiar, so he's resistant to to fire. Regeneration, I will go for HP boost. No reason particular. Overcharge, I don't really want to hit hard, I simply want to survive. So I will probably go for expensive power. I will have less magic points, but it doesn't really matter. For the strikes, I know that it will be a cave, so I will go for close range. So I don't have to run away every time I want to kill him. Healing boats, I will keep it that way. For the wall, I don't think I will use walls, but anyway. Smart bomb, very important because it's a really close, a very small area. And I really think my familiar will die, so I will keep with my death bonus. So I guess I will be ready. I could probably change like my gear so I have more resistance against special damage, but anyway, it's not really important. Shit, not this button. Save, and let's face the dragon. So yeah, you're supposed to be level 20 by then, but yeah, I'm only level 14 and I should be able to kill him, especially because I know what to do and all those things. So there is one big monster. My goal is to kill the big red king dragon. So yeah, I will use. I should have changed my spells. I'm so dumb. I would have had the water strike, but anyway, I should be able to survive anyway. So if I hit it like that, it should. Yeah, thanks to the healing bolt, the ally restored a few HP, but he was max HP, so it doesn't really matter. So now, thanks to my premium, I was able to get the dagger with water already, so I don't actually have to waste a turn using weapon imbue, and I already have my dagger ready. So now my familiar water will attack the king dragon. Do nearly nothing, but the goal of my familiar is not to deal damage, it's to tank things. So yeah, the computer is kinda smart, it always attacks the weakest monster, so that's why my familiar simply dies very easily. I could use water meteor, but my goal right there is to only kill the king dragon, so I will use attacks that only deal damage to him. Go for the dagger once again, the water dagger. Wasn't sure if I should put it harder, the battle order, or simply put that you need to kill every monster. It would be really hard. But anyway, I will keep it that way. It's always funnier when you actually win. But don't worry, in the real game, it will be freaking hard. I have a lot of ideas to make it very hard. And yeah, you'll really need to use your brain to actually win the battle. So right there, because of the dagger, the dagger, which is a stab attack, which is efficient against dragon, and because of the water, I'm able to deal a lot of damage. But if I was using, for example, a longsword, which is crush, which is really weak against dragon, and if it was, for example, with a ice imbue, then I wouldn't be able to kill him. So knowing the game and how the game works really make a big difference on how good you are as a player. So yeah, my character right there is about to die. Really hope he won't die. So yeah. There is two strategies that I could use. The first one is that I think I deal more damage with Wolf. Well, for the healing part, I'll tell you there are two healing spells. The first one is distant healing. So he has a big range, so you can heal a 4 ally, but it heals only 300 and costs a lot of magic points. The other end, with the melee guy, you can heal more, 500, but it's only in close range, so you need to be close to the other guy. I think I will simply go. No, I think I will simply heal myself. I really need to survive. It's kind of expensive because I put the expensive power passive, so it reduced my magic point but increase my attack. So yeah, it wasn't really that smart for me to use that. Anyway, that really came to pass, and I should probably win the battle. It doesn't really matter if one of my character dies. The goal is to actually win the battle, and yeah. So yeah, my guy is dead. It's not really important. My goal is to kill the dragon, and once it's done, job done. Of course, when you have two character up, you deal twice more damage, and you don't have to tank all the attack with only one guy. So yeah, I don't think I will be able to survive a lot of time, but he should die right here by using dagger once again. Yep, he's dead. I killed the level 10 dragon. Congratulations, battle complete. And yeah, my mage only has 1 HP, but don't forget that every time you do a step, he heals himself. There is also a bed. Oh yeah, there's. Oh my god, you made it. You want to access the secret village? I will say no, because I don't want to spoil it. So finish the game yourself to see the secret village. There is a bed there, I could sleep and restore my HP. And yeah, that's pretty much it about my game. I'm only level 15, can go up to 20. Of course, there are a tons of things that will change in the real video game. But yeah, this is only a demo for the 21st level. I will totally remaster the combat mastery spell, so it looks more like the spell management. But yeah, I need to strip or ask people to strip it for me, so it takes a lot of time. There is also the elemental mastery book that I plan to remaster, so it looks better. Of course, there won't be tons of items, and there will be tons of more things. You can check on the notepad. I will put there all the things that I plan to add in my real game, and I plan to make a new combat beta after receiving your feedback about my game. So yeah, one of the key elements that I want to have as a feedback is what passive you use. So for example, I would say, well, I fought the boss, my passive aren't the same. But for example, usually when you set a passive, you stick with it. So I want to know if there is no overpowered passive and every passive is used like equally. So I could actually, instead of 25, if nobody used the HP boost, could put it to 50 so more people will be attracted to use it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So don't forget, the link is in the description if you want to check it. There are tons of bugs. There are bugs that are known. There are bugs that are simply unknown. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you like this little video, and see ya!